Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Our returning sponsor for tonight, oh man, I just forgot the name of it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is the file we'll keep, too.
Hello, and welcome to Khyber Shards, a 5th edition actual play show set in the Eberron campaign world. Our returning sponsor for tonight is the Wayward Lobster in the Harbor District. Come and try our new Sawagane grilled cheese. Devour.
I don't even want to hear it anymore. I don't
Yep.
hear that.
So, in terms of what happened last time, we appear to have drawn the ire of the Forgotten Prince. Somewhere early in our recording, we had what seemed like a very minor camera malfunction on my end. But unbeknownst to us, my file stopped recording. And so there's no DM file for that episode, so it's a whole bunch of one-sided conversations. The good news is that while there were some very nice character moments, and we're very sad to lose them, there weren't a bunch of huge plot points. So I'm going to recap what happened in our lost episode, and then we'll jump in here. So in our last episode, we picked up where we had left off with Pog, Shade, and Esri at the manor. The next morning, Esri had just finished his conversation with Thora about Dane and rejoined the others. They had some conversations about some of the treasures they had picked up. Esri and Shade swapped staves. Esri is now carrying the Sentira staff with the Mind Blade ability, and Shade is now carrying the Dryad staff that they acquired at the Heart Tree. Pog got nothing fancy, I guess. Going out to the grove, they discovered that River had, through conversing with the trees, caused them to become a little more wakeful, and they had grown and looked both denser and larger and healthier. Shade confirmed that River had no interest in going back to the Feywild, and then went out to gather Peace Blade, the herb she had learned about from Galranak, the Rushim Dal. She gathered some, and Esri turned it into a potent tea and made several servings of it. And then Shade took the remaining Peace Blade to Thora and had a conversation in which she discovered that no one had told Thora that they were going back into the Feywild. And Thora felt about as happy about it as before. Shade did invite Thora, only to be told that Thora couldn't because she had responsibilities and obligations here.
Yeah. It stings in the retelling.
It does.
Having done that, the party regathered, acquired their stuff, and headed out to the tents of Rushime, where Galranak brewed a potion to send Shade into her dream, allowing her to use a fragment of an old giant artifact that could be carried into a dream to place a rune upon a tree, and then wait around until something terrible happened and caused her to jolt out of the dream. In this case, she was stepped on by a giant. While she was asleep, Esri, possibly noticed by Galranak, possibly not, swiped a jar full of the sleeping potion, or the dream potion that she had brewed for his own mysterious purposes. Shade, having made the mark on a tree in the dream, Galranak is now ready to send them, and that's where we're going to pick back up in our story. So, we're in Galranak's tent. She leans over the three of you.
You are ready to go?
Are you
Not
ready,
gonna
Shade?
be,
I'm ready.
but yes.
She steps over you and, moving the flap of the hut aside, steps out into the daylight and begins walking across the camp.
Follow.
Yeah. Let's go after her.
Right.
It involves jogging with her long, giant legs, but she leads you over
3-year-olds at
to a
Disney World.
great tree that grows on the outskirts of the camp, and lifts up her arms and lays her brown hands against the bole of the tree, closes her eyes, and begins to chant in this deep, throaty chant in Giant. And as she chants, the tree twists and seems to unwind, and at the base of the tree where it meets the ground, an opening begins to grow until there is an arched passage filled with a green light.
That's awesome. Shade goes through it.
Wait, Kate,
Cal follows.
did it work? Is this good? Are we supposed to go through it?
The
Did she just
chanting
die?
continues.
Pog looks up at Galranak and says, "Save me some of the magic juice," and he walks through.
Right. This is what we do. We just go through the glowing hole in the tree. Okay.
Yep.
And I walk through, teeth clenched.
The passage you move into seems very, very brief, but as you reach the end of it, you face an enormous disorientation as the world seems to twist 90 degrees, and you fall out into deep ferns on the ground. Looking back, you can see the passage opened in the side of a tree that is no longer standing upright, but has fallen over and is long rotten into a husk. And as you watch, the passage gradually heals itself into a solid tree.
That's that was our way back, right? What's back?
Right. What did she tell you? How do we get back?
Well, I assumed that the door in would then be the door out. I did not. The forest queen
Most
has us?
doors, yes, but I don't think that's a door anymore.
It does not look like one anymore.
And I don't think there's a story to complete.
Nope. But the forest queen will find us and she will fix it when we need her to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. What does she look like again?
You know, she looks like she's very green.
Oh.
And she wears a lot of leafy green and brown foresty things.
Mm-hmm.
And she's very regal.
Tall, short,
Tall.
tall. How tall?
Why are we talking about this? I think we're
She
gonna know where when
doesn't
we
know
get there.
what
won't
the
we?
forest queen looks like.
I have not met the forest queen in person, but she has protected me before, and so
So you have decided.
Were you trying to just get her to say that she hasn't seen the Forest Queen before?
Yes, she's so
Then
convinced
why
that
didn't
we're
you
going
just
to...
ask one question and not a bunch of them?
I kick the rotten tree.
Thump.
rude.
Why did you pick a dead, fallen tree for us to come through?
It wasn't dead and fallen in my dream. That was then, and this is now.
And wasn't there supposed to be a sphinx here?
It's a whole city. The Sphinx could be literally in any part of it.
Sphinx!
You probably shouldn't just
Enormous
yell
lion
in the destroyed city
creature with a
that you
person's
just
face.
walked into.
Well, I don't see a lot of people.
Where are you
I'm
hiding?
not usually on his side, but I don't really see anybody.
Well, that's because it's an abandoned city, except for the Sphinx.
It sounds like we
But-
could yell for them.
But we don't know what's abandoned. Surely bad things cause things to become abandoned, and then bad things move into abandoned things.
Is there a path here, like there
This is
was
a
in our
lot.
other?
I would take perception checks, or survival checks.
Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten to roll a survival check, so I'll put this +4 to
Knowing-
use.
Nice. Knowing what happened last time, Shade would like to shift.
No,
Okay.
Casey would like to metagame.
On this episode of Community.
You you unleash, and as the rest of you are looking around, you look over and see Shade's face elongate, this long bushy tail unravel, and her fingers elongate until she looks like a humanoid fox.
So, to clarify, she looks the same amount of foxy as the last time that we were in the Feywild. There's no additional, like there was, because she was so much more than we'd seen before.
Yeah, now she looks
Okay.
She looks like a humanoid fox as she did in the Feywild before.
Okay.
The Feywild.
I got a
is awesome.
22.
12.
Okay. 12.
I'm so sorry. Perception or survival?
Yep.
$15.
Okay. So you guys leave your spot and begin walking around. All around you are huge, vast, towering jungle trees, and interspersed amid the living ones are some that have been broken, still very, very far up, but very low on what would have been their trunks, with the upper portion of their trunks lying rotten beside them. Many, many huge fallen trees scatter back and forth, some of them rotted all the way through, creating these long, vast tunnels throughout this area. You can hear off in the distance the jungle sounds of Zendrick, but see no evidence of anyone moving around here initially. But as you look, you can begin to see just a little evidence of a path, of roads that might have crisscrossed the shape of this grove. And Shade, working with the dream memory, you are able to, you think, begin charting a course in the direction that you have always gone in the dream when you hear the Sphinx's voice.
I am confident is this way.
Did Cal make a perception check?
He did not, but I should roll for him because he
You
is wonderful. Perception is...
Wisdom.
Thank you.
He might have advantage on this. A lot of animals do. Keen senses or something like that?
Oh,
Maybe not.
he does have keen smell.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 2, and then I rolled a natural 20, so...
Excellent. As you are going along, following the path, you hear a low growl start to emanate from Cal's throat, and see the hair along his back begin to stand up, and his tail start to get, bushy and spread a little bit.
What's wrong?
And he sort of turns, faces into some of the tall ferns, and you see moving along the tall ferns, initially just over the edge in sight, these sort of dancing, odd little shapes that seem to have almost teeth projecting off of them. But then following their sinuous bodies down, you can see that they are tentacles attached to the shoulders of very large, panther-like shapes stalking through the ferns, watching you.
Ooh. What would Shade know about this creature, if anything?
Knowing a good deal about the Feywild, Shade is probably aware of of displacer beasts as a variety of predator that lives primarily in the Feywild, and often particularly preys on Fey animals, though they themselves are not technically Fey. They're, I guess they're an invasive species in the Feywild.
They prey upon Fey animals.
Yes.
I just saw my first ever displacer beast image. Okay. This place sucks. I want to fight trees again.
You're welcome.
As you are getting mad, you see a shadow seems to coalesce in the air a little bit above where the displacer beasts are watching you, and then shape itself into an archway. And you watch as a man steps out of the archway into thin air and drops about 7 feet to the ground in the ferns.
That sucked.
Why?
Why did he put me up so high?
Oh, this is very bad.
Why? What's going on?
Ari, you look around and there are 3 displacer beasts staring at you.
Okay, was
moving into
another part of the prize that he
surrounding.
transformed the 3 people that I wanted to get back to into these creatures? Because that seems like we did not cover that in the contract.
I don't know, but while you figure it out, I'm going to wait in the tree.
Cool.
And you see a small, colorful serpentine creature flutter up and alight.
Yeah,
on,
I know. I was just talking
on
to
a
him.
branch.
Look, they're distracted. We should just go.
We should leave. They're paying
Yeah.
attention to him now.
Unless, do you think that thing that fell out was a Fey creature? Because I'm
The
supposed to
thing
help
that
Fey
flew
creatures.
up definitely was.
Can I hear them, Philip? Like,
You
okay.
absolutely hear this conversation.
Hey! Crap, what was it?
There begins to be a low rumble of growling from the displacer beasts as they prepare to attack, and we need to roll initiative.
Oh, that's awful.
That makes sense.
I should have kept my initiative roll from the last episode.
Same.
I, for one, am very happy for the reroll, so.
This is terrible.
Pencil. All right. Ari, what is your initiative?
17.
Okay. Esri?
2.
Pog
11.
and Shade?
7.
Nice.
Whoever he is, he's gonna be dead before we help him anyway.
It's true.
Pretty sure that's not the voice of a forest queen nor a sphinx.
I didn't say it was. I just said it may be a Fey creature.
I'm saying it doesn't really matter if we intervene.
I have been very clear that I help Fey creatures.
Would you like to describe what they are seeing?
Yeah, so as this humanoid male figure stands up, you see that he is enveloped in kind of shadowy, almost like smoke that forms into a style of armor with like plated shoulder and a breastplate, and you can see gray light glowing from underneath his hair, and his eyes are the same smoky gray as all the other light, but they look feline in nature. And kind of tannish skin, dark hair, got a beard, hair's tied up. Can't really see the rest of his clothes underneath the shadowy armor stuff. So, yeah.
I mean,
Excellent.
he's got cool stuff, but
and-
just a dude.
And the mysterious figure gets the first initiative slot.
So how far away are the displacer beasts from me? Are they?
They're all they're in a loose. I mean, there's 3 of them, so they can't really be in a ring. But they're surrounding you, each about 10 feet from you,
Each about 10 feet. Okay.
raptor style.
Clever girl. So you see the Ari extends his arm out, and you see the light that's glowing underneath his hair go down his arm, kind of enveloping, and as it reaches his hand, it continues to extend into a sword that looks like a falcata, like kind of a concave bend in the front side of the blade. It's very thick at the end, double-edged at the end, and he rushes forward to kind of swing at one of the displacer beasts. And as he does it, he says in a very loud voice, seemingly intending to be loud enough to where you all could hear it, "Come away, O mortal child." And he swings at the displacer beast.
Okay. Make thy attack. Or attacks. I haven't had combat with new Ari yet.
That is going to be a 15.
A 15 will hit.
Okay. Well, 6 damage. And I am going to go ahead and one of the reasons I was just so excited for this, I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell. And cast Shatter.
Oh.
Set a point right
Excellent.
behind the displacer beast. So,
Okay. What's the radius on Shatter?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so it's going to get one of them. It's a Constitution save.
Yes,
I assume the DC is not 8.
it is not. So that is going to be 13 damage. As
Nice.
yeah, this figure runs up, swings the sword at this displacer beast, and then just punches a fist down in the ground as a loud, thunderous boom cracks right behind the displacer beast.
Awesome. Yeah, the displacer beast is knocked sideways a little by the explosive force of the shatter, and then picks itself up and lunges at Ari. First attack, it's still off balance and slashes at you with one of its claws and misses. And as you're dodging, the one of the tentacles slashes around and just swipes across you, the claws cutting in, as I assume 22 hits.
Nope, Ari's a brand new man. You can't touch him.
I don't know. You might have shield or something like that.
Yeah.
You take 10 piercing and 3. I'm sorry, 10 bludgeoning and 3 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, with the slash, to anybody looking, this combatant does not look like he's going to be on his feet for a long time, but it is going to be a good time.
He looks fine. He's got armor.
Pog, you're up.
Boy, I guess we're fighting on this guy's behalf here. So,
Would be the heroic thing.
I suppose you had to go and sell it like that. Okay. He's got, how far away are we from them?
You're maybe 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. Then I will just straight up pick the one that swiped him and make an attack.
Hey, buddy.
Ooh. First attack is only for 10. And that is intentional. You hear
10 does
no
not hit.
response from Pog. If that's what you say.
Yeah.
Swing back the other way. Oh my god. Pog just charged in to do nothing. Seconds at 12.
Yeah, the undergrowth is impeding your ability to get good swings with Fury's Edge. For the record, these are monstrosities, and that does trigger Fury's Edge's additional damage property when it comes up. Seeing the new combatant, one of the other displacer beasts turns and lunges at Pog with a first attack of 20. And you take a total of 8 damage as one of its claws rakes across your arm. And a second attack of 11. So you reel back and the tentacle blow swipes past your face.
Gross.
Shade.
Yeah, as she charges in and stabs one, she will
Okay.
protect Cal. With the 22.
Awesome. Yes, that certainly hits.
She will, in fact.
That is 5 piercing damage. And then she would do it again
All right.
with an 18.
Yes, 18 also hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And since I hit it, can I do favored foe?
Yes, you can.
Sweet. So that will be... six more damage.
Sweet. Okay. And Cal?
Yeah, Cal will walk up and claw at the one I'm fighting. All right, with 19 to hit.
Yeah.
And he gets my proficiency bonus, right?
Correct. It should all be accounted for on his character sheet now. 'Cause I went
9.
back and fixed it.
I keep forgetting to look at that in D&D Beyond. I have open a Fey Panther
Oh, I see. Yeah.
card. So yeah, 9 damage.
9 damage. Wow. All right. Okay. And the third displacer beast lunges at Cal with a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cal is going to take 11 damage.
He's
and
now
then
know
the-
who everyone's least favorite displacer beast is.
And then the tentacle on this displacer beast swipes at Shade for 20 to hit.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you said 11 damage?
11 damage for Cal, and then Shade is going to take 10. And it is Esri's turn.
All right. Having this new staff, I need a little bit of clarification from you. The staff has a couple of abilities, but they, well, at least one of them says until your focus ends. I assume because that's
It's like
the psionic.
concentration.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's the psionic thing. Yeah.
we could just ignore that phrasing, right? So it's just an action to do
Yes.
the thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then is it an action? So that the first thing is that with the focus and uses an action to do it. The second thing is the mind blade portion. Is that does that cost an action to invoke?
It should be a bonus action if I'm recalling correctly.
Okay. It doesn't say either way, so.
Okay.
That's okay. So I'll take the staff. All right, let's see if this works. And I will use Energy Ray. We'll go ahead and do. Let's see. Let's do cold damage.
Okay.
So I get, and this is the final question. I get two rays. Do I need to roll separately for each?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a ranged power attack, ranged spell attack then, potentially? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be wisdom plus proficiency, is that correct?
Correct.
Alright. Yeah, I miss with the first one.
It's new. You're all right. All right. Whoa.
Oh. Oof.
I also miss with the second one. I
Even
will,
more wide.
yeah,
No.
it got worse. I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Bucks in your hand real hard.
Oh,
The recoil on staffs these days.
There's just some light snow now coming down around us. Okay, it works. I need a little practice.
And we come back around to Ari.
I'll use the bonus action to go ahead and
Oh.
transform it
Oh,
to the
okay.
Mind Blade.
Okay. So yeah, the scintillating blade of mental energy forms off the end of it, and you feel that perpetual presence in the back of your mind become just a little more alert as you access your psionic potential in this weapon.
Okay.
Ari continuing his string of nonsense, at least in the minds of the other three, continues saying, to the water and the wild, as he extends a hand to the displacer beast in front of him. And you see the smoky energy extend from his offhand, and it envelops the head of the displacer beast, and you see a carbon copy of Ari's mark appear on the displacer beast's face as Ari casts Hex on the creature
Whoa.
as a bonus action. And now he is going to swing his sword at the beast. 24.
Yes, very much so.
very cool.
Plus a d6. 8 plus 1. 9 damage.
Okay.
And strength is the score I would like it to have disadvantage on for all of its checks related to that score.
Noted. Yeah, the shadowy figure slashes the displacer beast again across the flank, and it leaps back. And that displacer beast it lunges back at Ari for a 5. And then, sorry, lost my stat block. Okay, well, it was an 8, but still.
Oh, well,
And then again for a 16.
that's a hit.
Okay.
Just barely.
Snake eyes on the damage rolls, so that's going to be 6 damage.
Oh boy, we're,
Yeah,
we're on the
tentacle-
precipice.
The tentacle once again wraps around your arm and then unravels, scraping across your skin with the clawed end of the tentacle.
You see, now it's pretty evident, I'm going to say, with 1 hit point, from underneath the shadowy armor, you can see blood trickling onto the leaves of the shrub. from Ari standing there.
What's a hit
Hog, you're
point?
up.
So, missing 2 attacks in a row is really going to piss this guy, Pog, off quite a bit, and he's going
This
to
guy
enter
here.
into a rage.
This guy.
Awesome.
And attempt to attack again.
Philip, just so I know from a hex standpoint, did that creature have disadvantage on its attack rolls against me?
Is Hex all rolls, or is Hex
Oh, ability checks.
saving throws? Well, actually, an ability check is an attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
disadvantage on ability checks with the chosen ability. In fact, it's not saving throws.
I thought it was saving. Uh, okay. According to sage advice, I'm afraid attack rolls are not ability checks.
Darn. Okay, good to know.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. The so, Pog, you were
I am
you were
attacking.
attacking.
That's a 17
17 definitely hits.
first. Okay, and so that is going to be a start damage of 5, but then I get to add ten more, so 15 damage.
Nice.
And
Are you including your rage bonus?
I am not. So 2 more.
17.
17.
All right.
And we're going to hit it again.
Excellent.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, so awesome thing with this is not only do you roll the d12 twice, you also roll those the extra damage from Fury's Edge twice. So all of the dice you roll get doubled.
Wow. Okay.
Finish you.
Okay, so yeah, that could not have rolled worse. I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the first one. So there's with the addition, there's 7 plus. So now I get to roll 4d6.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 points of damage. 22 points.
Plus
Yeah. You lay into this displacer beast, and it is viciously wounded as it backs away from you. And that displacer beast is badly enough hurt that it is going to turn and make a. It is going to first. You see that its image shudder a little bit, and then it springs away and runs. You can make an attack of opportunity if you
I
wish.
would like to.
Yes. You have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. Well, we start from a 25, so it can only be bad from here. It's a 13.
13 actually hits.
Let's go.
Just hits. Yeah. In spite of its displacement, you manage to clip it as it flees.
It is going to take 15 more damage.
I get it.
All right. It limps off into the trees.
I have reach because of the mind blade. Would you say that I am a square away, or is I don't really know what our layout is. I wouldn't necessarily be close,
Yeah.
so it's
You wouldn't because you started with a ranged attack, so I don't think
Right.
you have moved into the melee yet.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, that Displacer Beast is gone, so Shade, you're up.
Awesome. I would like to continue attacking the one I was attacking.
Hmm?
With a 19,
The 19 definitely hits.
and damages it for 8. Plus the d6. So just one more. 9.
Okay,
And then a 22 on the second attack.
that hits.
I need your dice. That's amazing.
They're being very nice to me tonight. And then, please forgive me, do I get favored foe on both of my attacks or just the first one?
Just the first one every turn.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then 5 damage for the second attack.
Awesome. Okay, Cal?
Cal is gonna... Let's see. Interesting, it won't let me scroll up on that. Cal is gonna claw. That worked well last time. Oof. Sorry, Cal. 11.
11 misses. Cal lunges and Cal lunges and claws, and his claws seem to pass through the image of the Displacer Beast, as its form seems to be shifting almost in front of you. Then it is that Displacer Beast's turn, and it's going to make one of its attacks against Cal.
Aw.
And miss, and its other attack against Shade. Oh my gosh, and 13 misses both attacks.
But actually 13 ties with my AC.
Oh, okay. You need armor.
I do.
Yeah, you
Okay.
a ranger. You can wear it.
Then you,
Ranger danger.
you're going to take 13 points of damage
Awesome.
as the tentacle slashes through your fur. Esri.
So there are 2 remaining.
There are 2. One is fighting Shade. The other is fighting the grievously injured Mystery Man.
Are they within 20 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to eject a bunch of spores.
Boy, that was a floppy shake.
Yeah, he's floppy.
You okay, buddy?
I'm going to eject a bunch of spores towards them that all sort of pop into light. And I need each of them to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh. Oh, those are really good rolls.
Okay.
Um,
Am I allowed to use inspiration to like force you to re-roll that? I don't know. I've never really had inspiration before.
I'll let you.
Okay.
I'll make you can make me roll one of them.
Sure.
I kid you not, the exact same number.
Mm.
I'm sorry. It's a
More
19
than-
and a 17.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fairy fire fails.
Okay.
Yeah, if it fails
And
for the duration, yeah. Okay. That's what I got.
all right, back around to Ari.
Okay. With his offhand still extended, you see him exert more energy into the connection, and much like our marks have morphed over time and expanded, this mark expands as Ari casts Hexblade's Curse onto the Displacer Beast, and the connection seems to be stronger as he continues with a fairy hand in hand. attacks. I rolled a natural 18, and with Hexblade's curse, so close. 26.
Oh yeah, 26 definitely hits. I mean, yes, but
Okay.
you'll
Hexblade.
roll a lot of 18s playing
Yeah.
a hexblade for the record. That will happen a lot.
So that is going to be 15 damage. As Ari brings the sword down. And you all notice that the sword is not physically cutting the beast. The sword is passing through the creature, and it seems harmed, but not in a material sense.
Nice. All right. That displacer beast. Mm-hmm.
Don't you
It's
do
gonna
it.
hit you.
Don't you do it.
You're going to take 10 points of damage.
Okay. Mystery Man goes down.
Yep. So, yes, the displacer beast lunges, pounces full into the chest of this mystery man and bears him to the ground with a snarl.
Well, that seemed inevitable.
Pog, you're up.
Attacking. The,
Okay. Which one are you attacking? Are you attacking the one that's fighting Shade, or are you attacking the one that's on top of the mystery man?
The one that just knocked somebody down.
Okay.
Shade is handling business over there, so we're gonna come save the stranger. 22.
Hits.
So plus 2, 27 damage.
Wow.
Gosh.
I want to fight monstrosities more, you guys. Oh my god.
What was the math on that? What were the dice on that?
It was the damage and then 2d6 and my plus 2.
27?
He was rolling a d12.
Yeah.
Golly.
There's the first.
That is awesome.
And we're gonna attack it again.
I mean, I was gonna say there's a just on the dice there's a potential for 18 damage plus 2 from raging plus
No,
his
it's
strength
24 on the
modifier.
dice.
Right,
2d6.
yes, 24 on the dice. Yeah,
I'm gonna assume a 25 is good to hit.
Oof.
25 is very good to hit.
And then we roll a 13 and 7 plus 2, 22 more damage.
You kill this one outright.
Wow.
Like it bears Ari to the ground, and then Fury's Edge just crushes into it, flinging it aside.
Love it. Love it. I want to fight monstrosities all the time, you guys.
Shade, you're up. There's still one in front of you.
I'm still swinging. Oof. And I do not think I hit with an 11.
Nope.
But I do recover with a natural 20.
Yeah. So, yeah, double your damage die and double your favored foe die.
All right. 11 plus 11,
Yes. Yes.
22.
Awesome.
Like I said, handling business.
Man, yeah. Yeah, you wielding this staff that that Esri gave you, you just slam into the creature.
Do not mess with Cal.
No. And it's Cal's turn.
All right. Come on, Cal. You can attack. With a 4. Which is what I
No
rolled last
less.
time. It's the 11 plus everything, but
This displacer beast, seeing its pack mates abandoning it or dying, begins to flicker in the same way as the previous one, and then turns and bolts Shade, you and Cal may make an attack of opportunity if you wish, at disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll Cal first.
Okay.
Did Cal just roll a 4?
With the third 4 in a row.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Cal, I'm so sorry.
We should be able to add subsequent failed rolls together. Like they
Yeah, after 3
add up.
consecutive, you get to 12. A 4th makes you 16.
If you're if you play a hobgoblin, I think you get to add a bonus when you miss because you're embarrassed that people saw you fail, and so you add a bonus based on the number of allies who saw you fail.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. 14.
With disadvantage,
Yeah.
that hits.
Nice.
And I roll 8 damage.
Okay. The last displacer beast disappears into the forest, leaving behind one dead displacer beast and one unconscious Ari. Esreed, is your turn.
Pog, are you okay?
I'm all right. I don't know
Shade?
about, and I'm going to reach down and grab the stranger by whatever he's wearing on his chest and lift him and go, I don't know about him, though.
It's a shirt. It's a shirt.
He does not look good.
Yeah, but you?
Rude.
Shade, you okay?
First
I'm
off,
okay.
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 Rude.
Fine. And I'll walk over and touch him and cast a Cure Wounds on him for 9 hit point recovery.
Okay.
You regain 9 hit points, Ari, and you are conscious and see your friends around you.
And
Actually, you're being held up by your shirt, sort of. You know.
yeah,
Exactly
Ari.
like that.
Ari brings his head up and just before any of you can say anything says, "For the world's more full of weeping than you can understand."
This one is so broken.
All of you suddenly know who this is.
Ugh.
Boy, that's a lot to process all of a sudden. Oh, that's a bunch.
And realize that he's been gone for the last 2 days.
Oh, jeez.
Pog might just
I'm gonna
faint.
reach.
There's a
Okay.
chance
Oh,
Pog
if,
faints.
if you want to say that Pog drops Ari, that's totally like Ari.
100%. 100%. It's a hold your
Luckily,
brain.
there's deep ferns here. It's not too unpleasant of a drop.
I'm gonna kneel down and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Ari,
Oh, come on.
where?
3 d8s I rolled. 12 hit points to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Ezri. I've been in the Feywild. The prince.
Oh, that hurts.
The prince got me. And puzzled us. You can come
Where-
out now.
Hello.
Hey.
We remember Puzzle Dust?
You do. You also remember Puzzle Dust.
Yeah, I came face to face with the prince, and Curse is gone, so that's good.
Hey.
And you all obviously also know that Ari looked different the last time you saw him.
You are
His mark's a
cooler.
different color, and his eyes are different. Well, I don't
There's
know.
a lot more
You're way
about that.
cooler.
smoke than before.
Yeah, he changed my mark.
That's
Okay,
a thing?
he can do that?
I was confused also. I tried to question him more, but shock of shocks, Archfey, not that forthcoming. But Shade,
That's not shocking.
you talking about the Forest Queen having a connection to your mark, it may be stronger than anyone thought. Because he was able to manipulate mine pretty easily. So
Puzzle Dust flutters down and lands on the head of Shade's staff.
I'm also I am a fey creature now. That was the price of getting sent here. That's the I'm not a Corvar anymore. So that's the other big thing.
So
You get used to it.
Okay, so do we feel like, I mean, do we recall not remembering him?
Yes.
that's why this is so much.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we did not know you.
Yeah, that was
We've been back, like days.
Oh, the book.
yeah.
Ari's the stalker.
Yeah, we read your book.
Oh, yeah, that was
Well,
my
thought-
grand plan.
Thought it
Not
was
all of
a
it.
really clever prank.
Yeah.
He took a lot of
Oh, that would be.
Right?
Oh,
no the
that would be very funny.
the prince took a lot of joy in the fact that the book didn't work. So, but yeah, you know, it won't be a problem now because that curse is gone. I made a deal because I don't know, it seemed weird that he was taking something from you all and not me, who was cursed. So, yeah, but
You're all smoky and dark and
it's
Are you evil now?
no, I'm not evil.
Do we have to kill you like
Do
Tom?
you promise?
I'm a knight of the Forgotten Prince's court, essentially.
I am not gonna bow to you.
No, that's not
That is
not a thing.
What does that mean?
I'm beholden to him.
That's better?
Yes, because there's a timeline. There's an end game. The curse was just forever, it felt like. I need to do 12 missions for the Forgotten Prince and then we're square. So, that's what this, and he extends his hand up and the sword reappears. This was his gift, burden, albatross, that he gave to me. Yeah, so this is how I send things to him. So,
Oh, Thora is definitely
I'm gonna
not going
stand
to
up.
like this.
nope, she's not.
No,
But
no.
at least
she's
now,
so much more mad than you know.
Oh, yeah.
I would say disappointed.
You
Well,
think she knows that Ari was gone?
nope, she doesn't. I had to say that incantation to unlock your all's memories, so I can pick and choose who remembers me at this point. But as of right now, you three are the only people, well, and Puzzle Dust, are the only people
Thank you.
that know I exist.
And there are 4 of us. There are 4 of them.
Oh yes, count. I'm sorry.
I don't think he'll tell anybody.
No, I intend to, for the most part, let people know that I'm back. But until we find them, they're not going to know that I exist. So, yeah, it's a lot. Where I have
We gave
question.
away your room.
What?
We sold the furniture and the clothes.
What? It's only been a couple days, and when you went into my room, didn't
We thought it was Orlando's stuff.
the drawings of you all and another mysterious
Wait, did you
figure
really?
didn't tip you off?
No,
that,
we didn't do anything to your room. I'm kidding.
okay. Oh, also something notable. Ari has a lute strung over his
It's
back
not
as well.
funny.
He does have a lute on his back.
Oh, you got another club.
This was actually a genuine gift from the Forgotten Prince, which makes it more unsettling. I don't know if I'm ever going to play it because that just creeps me out that he was like, no, I don't want it. You can have it.
He's very mercurial.
But
We know someone you could give it to.
no.
Yeah, we know a kobold who would love
I'm
a
gonna
replacement.
hold on to this one. Where are we now? Because I tried
Right
to get
here.
sent back to the mansion, and he was at least kind of be like, "That's not where they're going to be."
Oh,
Because
no,
he
your
can.
your timing is terrible.
Yeah.
Great.
This is a really bad time for you to join us.
I mean, I guess I can go.
I don't think you can.
I don't
Yeah.
actually think we can.
We don't know how
Just For the
to.
record.
We're stuck here.
Yeah, we only know how to get here, and we didn't even do it.
Shade, are you okay? You're being awfully quiet. What's up? You want to talk about it later? Okay. Okay.
We got the girl out, and she has a name now.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Don't.
Oh.
It wasn't. It wasn't on you. It was on a very mean person. Well, not even person. Mean, near deity. Entity. Sure. Thanks, Puzzle.
Embodied concept.
Okay, well, I think they get the idea, Puzzle Dust.
D-entity.
You have been with him for 2 days by yourself?
I know. He was surprisingly helpful and like serious the whole time.
I was just gonna ask if he did anything useful.
There is a reason that you begged me on your knees
Puzzle
to come
Dust.
with you.
You are also super forgettable. We didn't know who
Oh
you
yeah,
were
we
for
forgot
2
all
days.
about you.
Yes,
I didn't know.
that does happen.
Shade, you don't need to be sorry.
So, wait.
We're good. We're good. We'll talk about it. Figure it out.
We are in Shaterius to lie.
Hey! That's where we wanted to go to begin with, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We by me and Shade. You were just along for the ride, Esri.
He
Very
also
true.
doesn't want to be here this time, and he made that very clear. But he's also
Shocking.
here.
So did you all, how much of my journal did you read before you determined Stalker was the, because I feel like I put in a lot of like,
Shade
very
made
like,
it through the first page. I read the rest of it.
I did not read the rest of it. I only read the first
because
page.
there was a lot of
It
stuff
took
like,
all of dinner too.
that showed a lot of like emotional connection and understanding of you all as like people that I feel like a stalker just watching you wouldn't be able to glean. Just, you know, neither here nor there, but
I didn't read it. They just told me what was in it, and that was good enough.
okay. Well,
You have a very, very unlikely name. It just didn't seem real.
I mean, it's blame my dead parents, I guess. So
Well, that was
That-
dark.
not like they would
Maybe I can
remember
ask them
anyway.
about it someday.
Oh, that's
That's
an
true.
interesting
But did-
thing. If you spoke with the dead, would they remember me? That's even more depressing. The fact that even in the afterlife, my parents wouldn't remember who I am.
You need to speak with the dead and then say the incantation.
My dead parents don't remember. Can we? What? Why are we here? What are we doing? Are we looking for the
I
forest?
think I would
glad
be
to
part of
see
their
you,
body
Ari,
anyway.
and
I'm
Bob's
glad-
gonna grab Ari and give him a hug, whether he wants it or not.
Thanks, buddy. Ari, I'm imagining
Oh,
Pod caught Ari's arms, and so he's doing the like pat on the. On the
Hey,
back.
it's full bear embrace.
Thank you.
Like he's trying
You're
to
still-
scratch his own shoulder blades.
You're still looking fairly scratched up, yes?
Yeah,
Ari?
I'm more healthy than not. I guess I'm over. 21 out of 36 is.
All right, I'm gonna reach over and pluck the second berry off of Shade's staff. Here, eat this.
Yeah.
Oh, not mushrooms anymore. Sweet.
Well, I can still.
Nope, berries are better. How many?
It is extremely sweet and
Mm.
juicy.
2d4 plus 1.
Five. Feel a lot better. Thank you. So, yeah. It's a lot, I know, and we're in the middle, or you all are in the middle of something. I'm on board to help, and we can unpack the rest when we get back home, I guess. Because, yeah. I don't want to get into detail about everything that happened. It was weird, though.
It was delightful.
No, we met two I met another archfey that loves stories,
It's true.
and he made me relive the darkest moment of my life, which was fun.
That doesn't sound like it.
Oh, surely not.
Surely not what?
Surely not the darkest.
I mean, well, I guess before the alley incident, then yes, but no, you're right. The night I murdered somebody is darker. Touche, Puzzle Dust.
I thought you were
What's
talking
your
about that
parents'
time
dead?
on the boat.
My parents' death also. Okay, man, I don't know how this conversation became.
I'm
Puzzle
trying
Dust.
to make you feel better
Thank
about
you.
it
I really think he's kind of helping.
by putting it into perspective.
Puzzle Dust,
It could have been worse.
See, and it has
how did
been
you get
worse.
out? Weren't you weren't you part of the Forgotten King story?
Prince. Yes. Yes. It's possible that I've been traded to Ari. Didn't really understand exactly what happened.
I didn't either. Puzzle Dust didn't seem to want to stay, and so I thought I was just brokering passage for him, but seems like we might be...
We're gonna have to change the nature of the school.
Why?
Why?
Because now it's a refuge for refugee Fae story characters.
Well, I don't want to attend your school.
Well, I mean,
I
you're
couldn't
there.
possibly learn anything there.
Also,
I believe that.
Shade. Crazy thing. Since you have had, like, I found out that since I've interacted with an Archfey, like, there is a version of Ari in a story in the Feywild. Like, I could go see myself.
Yes. Aren't there technically 2 other versions of you now because we watched one?
Oh, God.
You're multiplying.
So, like, if you
gross.
interact
No
with an
one needs this,
Archfey...
Ollie.
What, Esri?
Well, no, we watched a stage play of you.
Yes, we did.
And that's different from the story of you that we could have gone into.
You have a play?
Well,
What?
I had to witness the story that exists. Like, it was an adaptation of the Feywild story of me being performed by actors that I had to watch.
It was
I no
brilliant.
longer
I've never
believe
seen
any
such a
of
good
this.
performance of Ari.
That's okay.
Let's continue
It
down
sounds
this
like he was just toying with you.
unplanned path.
Well, this was a different arch. We had to go
No.
through one Archfey to get to the Forgotten Prince, and so yeah.
Mhm.
The Lord of
Lord of
Winds.
Winds.
You did a lot.
And then you
more
killed a
in 2
dragon at
days.
the end,
and
right?
his assistant Jimothy also. Yes.
Who you may have created.
I created Jimothy.
Well, he wasn't there until you told us his name.
Where are
Did
we
you just
headed?
trap someone in a story?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Was there actually a goblin named Jimothy somewhere in this world?
Surely not. That seems like a statistical impossibility. Just from a cultural standpoint. In my defense,
That
the
way.
narrator said a
No.
weirdly named goblin, so I went with the weirdest name I could think of, which was Jimothy. So
It's a weird name.
I know. I feel like I nailed it. Anyway, where are we going?
That way,
That way.
vaguely
That way?
towards something that might be there.
Before we take off walking, Pog is going to go to the dead body of the displacer beast and get as many tail teeth as he possibly can.
All right. Yeah, you can certainly collect some.
I wish we had a way
You
to
set
take
off
that
walking.
body back.
It's a big body.
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
Yeah, it is. It is horse-sized.
Gross.
You return to the path and begin walking again. And you find yourself sort of stumbling among oddly shaped rocks in the path, and then find your path blocked by an enormous boulder. And as you move around the boulder, you notice 2 symmetrical holes in the boulder looking out at you. And probably Esri, with some, autopsy knowledge, you're the first one to realize you're looking at a giant's skull, and that the strange stones you've been tripping among are the skeleton of a giant stretched across the floor here, among the fallen trees.
Maybe this is
And
one of the
it's-
ones that stepped on me.
Did you kill
And it's at that point that you feel the ground shake a little, and looking around, you see a skeletal giant thumping along aimlessly through the ruined city.
What?
And that's where we'll pick up next time.
That's so not good. That's so not good.
Thank you all so
much
much for
information to
watching.
process.
Well, you've got a little bit of time to process it now.
It's true.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can do so in the description down below. There are links to all of our social media as well as our Discord. You can also leave us comments down there. And while you're down there, hit the like, the subscribe button, the dislike button. I don't know, it all feeds the almighty algorithm. And new episodes of Khyber Shards drop every Friday. New episodes of Khyber Shards drop on Monday, and Khyber Shards Answers on Friday.
That's it.
This intro is going well. Also, below, you will find a link to Colin's Twitch, where he is sorry BTR, the O replaced with the most likely number that you would use to replace an O.
8.
Which is a which is a 0.
It's been a long night.
Bye.
Thanks for rolling with us.